Pejo. Czy polecam jakiś kanał zagraniczny? No, pewnie sporo by było. Mandalore Gaming. On jest spoko koleżka. No chyba, że mówicie o Rocket League, to na pewno Squishy Muffins. No i Sunless Can ma fajne tutoriale, takie jakby na luzie. Jego tutoriale w ogóle nazywają się Why You Are Bad at Rocket League? Chyba coś takiego było, o ile dobrze pamiętam. Nie pamiętam już jak to było. Coś takiego, nie? Były zrobione trochę pół żartem, pół serio, ale są dobre rady w nich. Czy zapisuję swoje gry w Rockecie? Zapisuję tylko, jeżeli jak coś ciekawego się dzieje. Why You Suck at Rocket League. O, Why You Suck at Rocket League. I naprawdę były fajne. Tak, Master, wczoraj o tym gadałem. Wczoraj o tym gadałem z Nostalgia Krytykiem i bardziej gadałem na temat Juwario. Tak, Jumka, bo jutro jest event WWE, dlatego. I jutro nie robię. Oko Sfinksa. Kto kojarzy? Bo tutaj było morderstwo na Morzu Śródziemnym, to jest referenc do śmierć na Nilu. Czy miała Agatha Christie coś w stylu właśnie Oko Sfinksa? Nie, Jumka. O czymś gorszym. Bo ostatnio wyszło o tym, że właśnie Juwario prawdopodobnie korzystał z tego, że był sławny na konwentach i młode dziewczyny. No. You know. You know. Ja. Wiem, Jumka. Ja tak samo, to była też moja reakcja, bo bardzo go lubiłem. Jak poszukasz teraz Juwario, to zgaduję, że znajdziesz masę filmów, które o tym mówią. Znaczy no Master... To jest więcej niż jedna sprawa tak naprawdę, bo to jest tak, że byli pracownicy, napisali ogólnie długą listę rzeczy, które tam się działy i tak dalej. A jak chcesz jeszcze bardziej pośmiać z tego, co się działo na Channel Awesome, to zajrzyj na kanał Mr. Metokur. On robił ogólnie o wielu różnych content creatorach, którzy tam byli. Każdy z nich miał coś na pieńku. Naprawdę, dziwna załoga. Nie wszyscy, bo Mars Gurl na przykład okazała się jedną z bardziej sympatycznych osób, a nigdy nie lubiłem jej recenzji. Ale nie będę skracał teraz. Dobra, także teraz tak, mieliśmy ostatnio mamuśkę, pogodziliśmy z Cenuśkiem. Doktorek z nimi wyruszył. I my wracamy do hali głównej. Tak, ze Spunim to było lata temu. Znaczy, jak chcecie, to kiedyś zrobię taki... Wczoraj jak wczoraj o tym gadałem, to nie było nikogo, kto kojarzył ludzi z Channel Awesome. Dzisiaj nagle ludzie kojarzą.
Ah, I've heard of this. Desert glass. In the great sand sea of the Libyan desert, there's a region where natural glass is found. Nobody knows how it formed. The valuable material was often used for jewelry in ancient Egypt.
A no tak, nie wątpię, faktycznie. No przecież piasek w chuj ciepło. W jakim temperaturze piasek zamienia się w szkło? I don't know. Nie mam ci przeciwko temu nic, Jumka, tylko mówię, że jak wczoraj o tym gadałem, to nie było nikogo, kto wiedział, o kim mówię.
And I don't see any gaps or cracks in the wall. I don't think I'll find anything here.
Okej, to dlaczego w ogóle myślałeś o tym, żeby ją przesunąć? O, babun! To jest babun jakiś. Babun! Szakma! Szakma! Ej, ale lubię taką muzę. Nie to chciałem gadać. Okej, rozglądamy się jeszcze raz po samym muzeum.
I can't read what it says, but the cover features a dashing picture of Legrand. It shows an energetic young man photographed from beneath, against the sky. That's the look of a man who can catch a thief and murderer in a single day.
Jumka, nie obrażaj Zellnera. Zellner to jest kozak.
A great moment, Professor Lucien.
Się okaże, że nie ma, prawda?
Yes. Well.
Come on, Professor.
But you have to realize that...
Thank you.
Czemu on był taki...
Finally.
Nie będzie, prawda?
But...
Professor?
I wanted to give you this.
What? What?
Well, after the burglary,
O, skubany!
I thought the eye might not be safe on its way to Egypt. So I secretly took it when I was supposed to place it in the safe in London.
How dare you?
I felt that I should leave the jewel to someone I trusted completely. Myself.
Ja mu ufam.
But the jewel was safe. From London to here, no one had an opportunity to steal it.
No, it wasn't.
My dear colleague. But if that were true, I wouldn't have had it.
Congratulations, Professor Lucien. You fooled everyone, it seems. The honor is yours.
Ja mu ufam, bo to jest nerd. On nie myślał trzeźwo, on myślał o tym, że to jest... To nawet nie to, że to jest wartościowy klejnot, tylko to jest artefakt.
That's that. Shall I explain the security system to you, Inspector?
Nie, jemu nie tłumacz!
French ambassador summoned me. I have to get in touch with him. The press is besieging the embassy and I have to answer their questions.
But you absolutely must come tonight. The opening of the exhibition will be the highlight of the year. And you...
Nie wierzę mu, że on nie chce znać
I
zabezpieczeń.
will see what I can do.
Nie wierzę w to.
Will you have a look at the security precautions? We'll see each other tonight.
Of course, but...
Wait, Inspector. I'll join you.
Well, here we are.
What?
The inspector will answer the reporter's questions for the next few hours. And I... Well...
Oj, to
I won't
śmierdzi.
take up too much of your time. I'll take a look around and then go lie down so that I'm ready for tonight.
Ej, to śmierdzi trochę. Ciężko mi uwierzyć, że... Aczkolwiek nie, ma wytłumaczenie. Ma wytłumaczenie, bo według niego niby już zabił prawdziwego kruka. To po co ma się dalej stresować? Ale jednak jest to dziwne, że gościu, który jest takim, powiedzmy, no, służbistą, że tak kocha swoją pracę i tak poważnie ją traktuje, że nagle uznałby, że nie muszę usłyszeć o tym, jakie są zabezpieczenia. Kinda weird. I don't know.
What's in the other display cases?
Other valuable originals.
Originalis.
The eyes of the Sphinx would have been the highlights of our exhibition. Now that we only have one left, it doesn't really outshine the other valuables anymore.
Oh.
This room is full of world-class treasures.
World class treasures. Ej, ja mu ufam, bo to jest nerd. on nie chce ukraść tego klejnotu, on woli, żeby ten klejnot był właśnie gdzieś w muzeum i tak dalej. Jego to jara bardziej.
But this one is wooden. As usual, an ornamental representation of the deceased is painted on the outside in gold and other colors. How is the display case protected?
Okay,
it's made of bulletproof glass that's several centimeters thick. You'd need heavy machinery to open it. But even the smallest disturbance of the display case will set off the alarm.
Coś jeszcze? Tylko tyle? Żadnych laserów?
Doesn't look half bad. A glass cutter wouldn't be much use. Is the display case anchored to the floor?
Why do you ask?
The Raven once stole a whole display case in St. Petersburg instead of just taking the jewels out of it.
Such an attempt would fail here. The display case is bolted to the floor and weighs several hundred kilograms.
Okej. Ale nic więcej nie ma, żadnych zabezpieczeń. Nawet nie mogę z nim pogadać, okej? To tyle by było. Oni miały.
This here, the gate, how does it work?
If the alarm is set off, the metal gate descends. The same thing happens at the windows and the main entrance. The thief is trapped like a rat.
Okay.
As are we.
Next, I'll show you our guard room, the heart of the whole security system. And after that, I'll have to excuse myself.
Oh no.
Alert the guards. Then call the French embassy. Legrand needs to come.
Pierdolisz. Już? Job twoju!
Here, have a seat and try to calm down.
Oj. Nie, nerd. Nadal nie wierzę, że to był nerd. Bardziej myślę, że to był inspektor. Chyba, że się okaże, że kurwa inspektor już tam jest. Ja pierdzielę, to faktycznie lipa. Ale na pewno to nie jest jeden Raven. Według mnie to jest inspektor i ktoś jeszcze.
Director Mohta?
Serducho?
Director, how can I open the metal gate?
He shouldn't have done that.
Director.
All the artifacts in the treasure chamber. He destroyed them.
And I will bring him to justice. But first, I have to get inside.
Nadal nie wiemy, czy zrobił to od dołu.
He's pale and shaky,
do końca.
probably in shock. Perhaps I'll get something out of him in a couple of minutes.
Ale to musiałby być też podkop, kurwa, jakiś. Musiał być w chuj długo planowane.
That bloody bomber. I mean, the chamber was filled with irreplaceable treasures. The gate is massive. I can't open it myself. The gate...
Okay. Tak, inspektor współpracuje z kimś, na pewno. Bo on ma idealną możliwość tuszowania śladów i on jest jedyną osobą, która nas zapewnia, że to jest ten sam Raven. Dlaczego? Bo poznaje jego styl pisma i tylko Raven pisał do niego Niko.
Constable Oliver!
Don't move.
Co tu robisz?
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. But I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna arrest you.
Put the pistol away.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
Robert, be sensible.
Shut it.
Is he dead?
Just unconscious. Perhaps he can tell us who knocked him out.
Pewnie ty.
Excellent.
Don't act all innocent. It was you.
I was in the treasure chamber with the director. You, on the other
Dokładnie.
hand, had every opportunity to take the guard out.
I found him unconscious. I wanted to open the gates.
And make it easier for the Raven to escape.
That does it. On the floor. Hands behind your head.
Nie.
Why aren't you in the embassy with Inspector Legrand talking to the press?
What are you talking about? Legrand refused to do it.
What?
What?
He told the ambassador that he'd rather walk through the desert for 40 years than give interviews for 40 minutes.
Czyli nigdy nie byli nawet w ambasadzie. Znowu Legrand. Legrand, kurwa Legrand!
We have to open the treasure chamber's gate. I suspect there's a secret entrance.
No. We should open the main entrance and call for help.
Robert, think. The Raven is inside the museum, and so are we. We could catch him, but we have to give chase immediately. The two of us can finish it here and now.
You just want to confuse me.
Robert, I don't think you knocked this man out, but neither did I. I was with the director the entire time. Ask him.
That doesn't mean you aren't involved somehow. You could be working with the Raven.
Tak samo
So
jak
could
ty.
you. We can
Okay.
suspect each other, open the exits, and offer the Raven every possible escape route. Or we can bring him to justice right here, right now.
No, okay. But
Powodzenia,
just get
Junker.
this straight. I don't trust you. I'll keep an eye on you, and if you try to get away...
Understood. I'll try to open the gate to the treasure chamber now. I'd appreciate it if you'd refrain from accidentally shooting me.
No tricks, Zelna. And if we don't find anything in the treasure chamber, we'll open the gate at the main entrance and call Inspector Legrand.
Of course.
On jest tak zestresowany, że też mnie momentami... że go podejrzewam. Bo możliwe, że jest chujowym aktorem i naprawdę współpracuje z Legrandem, tylko to, że jest dodatkowo zestresowany, pomaga, że zawsze brzmi na takiego: nie, to ty zrobiłeś na pewno. A tak naprawdę w głowie ma, że o mój Boże, on mnie znalazł, kurwa. Wszystko jest, kurwa, pomieszane już teraz. Ale Legrand na razie jest moim głównym podejrzanym. Legrand i tyle.
What are you doing?
I was looking for this. Maybe someone stirred something into the coffee and poisoned him with it. But the bump on the back of his head would indicate otherwise.
Okej. Co o nim sądzisz?
Constable Oliver can't honestly think that I'm the Raven. He must realize that I never had a chance to set a bomb. Although he may think that I could be an accomplice, as could he.
Yep.
I'll grin and bear it. As long as he's nearby, he can't cause any trouble. And if I have to get rid of him, I'm sure something will occur to me. A monitor, probably for viewing the security cameras. There are 5 buttons down here, 3 of them labeled. Camera 1, Camera 2, camera 3. This should be the one in the treasure chamber. As I expected, it didn't survive the explosion.
Ale nagrania powinny być, nie?
All right. How do I... Fantastic. That's me, with the director. Now it's getting exciting. What on earth?
You damaged it.
No, I didn't. Someone must have turned the camera off. Or... No, it's still recording, but something's covering the lens.
Oh.
There. That was the explosion. Interesting.
Why is it interesting?
Someone was in the treasure chamber, and they disabled the camera. And, just a few minutes later, the alarm went off and everything blew up. The burglar hardly had time to prepare a targeted explosion, right? One more reason to go and see what happened in the treasure chamber.
Czyli ktoś, kto się zna też na kamerach przy okazji, bo ją wyłączy. Może być Legrand. Ponownie. Jako, że kurwa się zna.
I think he's okay. After we've checked the treasure chamber, we should call an ambulance. Various bits and bobs for the office routine. Looks like even the guards can't avoid mountains of paperwork.
Możliwe, że jest ich 3.
Dead.
Dead.
We can't call for help. The line's dead. Does the alarm system call the police automatically? If not,
Powinien.
or if it was also disconnected, I'm not sure that anyone out there knows what's happening inside the museum. I guess no one heard the explosion from outside. The treasure chamber doesn't have any windows, and the metal gates that came down could just be part of a test. We can't call for help. The line's dead. If I get...
Okej.
Locked. Blueprints for the museum. Every gate seems to be controlled by its own switch. This should be the gate for the treasure chamber.
O. No to nieźle nas rozjebał.
That's it. There's nothing more I can do here.
Okej. We outie. Tak zwane we outie.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm searching for a way into the treasure chamber, which is exactly what you should be
Gildia
doing.
Kruka. Maybe.
I'll give you 5 minutes. Then we'll follow my plan. Open the main entrance and call for backup.
Let's hope for both our sakes that I find a way into the treasure chamber before then. I don't want to be responsible for the escape of the Raven.
Ładne echo.
Director Mokhtar, I can't open the gate. Is there another way into the treasure chamber?
No. Only one way. Only one.
Only one.
The director won't help me. Whether I want to or not, I have to stick with the constable.
Tak, kubek sprawdziłem. Była rozkmina Zellnera, czy może go nie otruli. Ale ma guza na głowie, tak więc raczej mu przyjebali, panie.
How we can open the gate?
We've got to open the main gate and call for backup.
No. You gave me 5 minutes and my time isn't up yet. The lances look sturdy, but they also seem to be firmly connected to the figures. Maybe I can break them off. On the other hand, there's been enough destruction today.
No właśnie, miałem powiedzieć, że chyba się wkurwi na nas szefo, jeżeli byśmy to zrobili. Nic nowego? No wątpię, dude.
If you would be so kind.
Come on, dude. Nie mamy czasu.
No, that won't work.
Nie ruszy się.
I could have told you that.
Siemano.
Exclusive and unique. The eyes of the Sphinx exhibited together for the first time ever. Hopefully the visitors will be satisfied with a single eye.
Nawet jednego już nie mają.
All this effort will be for nothing.
Już nawet jednego oka nie ma.
The clock is ticking. Sooner or later the constable...
Okay, let's... Na wszelki wypadek. Zobaczmy główną salę. Czy tu cokolwiek się zmieniło? Mamy chyba inną perspektywę odrobinę. A, tu był model tego. Jak budowali piramidy. Może tym nam się uda faktycznie.
Locked.
W końcu tylko model to jest. To mogą zrobić kolejne. To nie jest unikatowa rzecz.
It fits.
Drąg. Jak to było? Dajcie mi punkt podparcia, a podniosę ziemię, tak?
Constable? It's moving. No, not quite there yet.
Musimy mieć punkt podparcia. Śmietnik? Śmietnik? Nie? Good morning. Okej, śmietnik nie. Tak, Rajoch, to też. O! Stay hydrated. Archimedes. Proszę bardzo. Nie pamiętałem kto, ale pamiętałem taki tekst. Okej. Martwy piksel? Nie. Błąd graficzny. Mały, różowy pikselik. Myślałem, że już się wystraszyłem, kurwa, że jakiś martwy piksel mi wyjebał. A, jeszcze jedną ogarniemy sobie po prostu. Sypał dzisiaj właśnie. Dzisiaj napierdalało śniegiem z deszczem. Mamy 2 drągi. Dawaj, Rudy.
All right. It has to work. Constable Oliver, could you lend me a hand?
Ruszaj dupę. Dajesz, Rudy, dajesz.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. Director Mokhtar, hurry! Put something under the gate.
Śmietnik!
Director!
Śmietnik! Szybko!
No luck.
It won't open any further.
Put it down, quick!
No.
That'll hold it.
I wouldn't bet on it. We should hurry.
Ja nie wiem, czy z moim brzuchem się tam
First,
wcisnę.
I'll get an overview of the situation.
Wcisnę się z moim brzuszkiem?
You don't think I'm gonna leave you all alone with a jewel?
To chodź ze mną, Rudy!
I doubt that the jewel is still in the treasure chamber.
But how?
I'll be watching you.
Then you'll have to come with me.
If you haven't heard anything from me in 5 minutes, me, not Constable Zellner, then open the entrance and call for help. Understood?
Okay.
Łoki. Zmieściłem się jakoś. O, mogę spację nacisnąć też. Cool. O. O. Co, nie wiedzieli, że jest, kurwa, tunel pod nimi? On siedział w sarkofagu. Pewnie. Ale jak? Jebany.
I suppose the camera was hit by a chunk of flying debris. Fortunately, the ceiling is quite high, and the gate was still ajar. Otherwise, nothing in this room would have survived the shockwave. It will take a long time to clean and restore everything.
Nie, jednak nie, okej.
And some things are surely lost. Forever.
Przegiąłem z moją teorią, nieważne.
Let's hope that at least some of the artifacts withstood the explosion.
No...
Why didn't he just drive through the wall with a tank?
Dokładnie.
Reckless ignoramus.
Tego nie robił prawdziwy kruk. Ten to jest jakiś amator.
What do you think about this?
That's a right mess.
You can say that again.
That's a right mess.
This explosion was much more intense than the one in London, wasn't it?
You can say that again. Imagine what would have happened if the bomb had gone off tonight.
He didn't risk it. We must have made him nervous.
He couldn't have chosen a better time. Legrand isn't here. There are only a couple of guards and almost no witnesses.
Still, I would have thought he'd wait. Remember the train? Our opponent has a penchant for drama. He's vain and wants as much publicity as possible.
Even vain people don't want to go to jail.
True enough. Would you give me your flashlight?
You can't seriously expect me to say yes?
No, not really. So at least give me a bit of light. Okay then. So what do we do now? The remains of the cordon. Give me some light.
Użyj sznura ze sznurem.
The clasps aren't really made for heavy weights, but I think they're strong enough.
No właśnie z tym doktorkiem jest duży problem, bo doktorek nam pierdolił, że my próbujemy go wrobić. A więc... Nie zdziwiłbym się, gdyby morderstwo baronowej nie było w ogóle związane z tą sprawą. Że on chciał ją zabić z innych powodów. Być może ona wiedziała coś na temat jego medycznej historii, czy coś. Chciał coś ukryć, może go nawet szantażowała, chuj wie. Siemano, chomiczku. Zaraz wracam. Okay. Okej, Rurku, gratuluję. Spokojnie, Kitsu. Damy radę. Zellner jest lepszy niż myślisz.
Not the best rope in the world, but it will have to do.
On to o coś zaczepi przecież. Na przykład położy między sarkofagiem i tym. Mam nadzieję. Czekajcie, one more. Checking out.
I let myself down into the hole with the rope.
You can't be serious.
This isn't a matter for discussion. I'm going down there. You can join me or stay here.
But you don't know what or who is down there.
Kruk!
That's why I want to go down there. Besides, maybe I'll find
Panie
an escape
policjant!
route for us.
All right then. Should I hold the rope?
Wasza decyzja.
No. You take care of the light.
Yeah, why not?
I'm down. Give me some light, Robert.
Tam coś na chwilę się pojawia. Porozmawiaj z posterunkowym.
Are you all right?
Yes. Have you found an escape route?
I'm working on it. I'm going to examine the display case now. As I expected.
Empty?
Yes. The display case didn't survive the fall. The thief just had to pluck the jewel out.
Wiecie co? Ja zgaduję, że możemy mu ufać jednak. Że Robercik nie jest taki tragiczny chyba.
Shine the light over there, please. A map of Cairo. It's covered with hundreds of small holes, and there are some pins on the floor. There's a date in the corner. 1940.
Czyli to już od dłuższego czasu planowali.
Shine the light over there, please. Interesting. Documents, maps, letters, all of them at least 20,
I nikt
30
o
years
tym nie
old.
wiedział?
I wonder how the Raven knew about the secret basement. He must have done some research and then paid someone for the missing information. Actually, I thought the display case would survive the fall more or less unscathed. And 3 of the 4 windows did survive.
Tylko jedna szyba pękła. No bo w końcu to była kuloodporna. I wybuch był pod tym. A więc ktoś, kto pracował w muzeum, też może mieć coś w tym wspólnego. Że jedna szyba była specjalnie słabsza zamontowana.
What's that?
Hey, don't go too far away.
Come down and stop me, or stay there and give me some light. Interesting. Some kind of wooden hatch. There are 2 hinges on this side. There's a kind of metal hook holding the hatch closed.
Dude, odrobinę chociaż kultury. Trzymaj się. Jeszcze ściana.
There are cracks in the wall and scarf marks on the floor.
A secret door?
And probably the Raven's escape route.
Can you open it?
There are several panels and kind of a handle. But I can't turn or pull or push it. Something's written here, but it's too dark. Hurry down with the light.
No, the Raven is trapped. We should call Legrand.
I need the lamp, right now.
I don't know. It'd be better if we call for backup first.
What would Nicholas Legrand do in this situation? Would he wait for backup and twiddle his thumbs, or would he act?
Oh, blast.
We can't rely on the others, Robert. You and we'll catch the Raven.
I might have believed you once. He's too smart for us, Zelna. He's better than us. You have to accept that.
Should we just give up? Come on, Robert. You can't be serious.
Oh, he'll always be one step ahead, no matter what we do.
Oh. Damn it, Robert, I can't see what's written on the wall. Do you think this door leads to a dead end? With every minute we hesitate, the Raven's trail is getting colder.
But we should take it one step at a time. We're alone, and the Raven is dangerous.
You're a coward, Robert.
Oh, am I? Who climbed into the burning engine in the tunnel and got it moving?
And who saved the little boy?
Yes, you're the hero.
I didn't mean it like that. Come on, Robert. Small decisions can have major effects. You hand me the light, and we could both be heroes.
Or dead.
Robert, I'll be careful.
We're lucky we're still alive, and I don't want to push my luck. The light stays with me.
Kurwa mać! Robercik, proszę cię. One more podejście.
Damn it, Robert, I can't see what's written on the wall. I need the flashlight, now!
Okay.
I order you to hand me the flashlight immediately.
You can't order me to do anything.
Do you think the Raven is waiting for us? If we don't catch him now, we probably never will.
It's been a few minutes since the explosion. He's probably over the hills and far away.
Co z niego na Polsce policjant, kurwa?
Robert, this is our moment. Time to show them all.
Dobrze, że mu nie ufałem jednak.
They'll see that we didn't just dare to enter the basement. No, we also found an escape route and opened it. How do you think that will sound on the police report? Constable Oliver and Constable Zellner laid the foundation for the arrest of the Raven with competence and quick thinking.
Oh, that would be great, but no, we really should wait for Legrand.
Oh.
Nic go nie przekona. To jest bardzo podejrzane. Już Syberię ograliśmy dawno.
I'm the talking statue. I really like to teach bad words to the little boys. At least that riddle is solved now. Peepholes. And I suspect... yes.
A więc jednak to było jakieś przejście, dlatego młody słyszał głosy zza tego posągu.
The Raven couldn't have gone this way. We'd have seen him and he couldn't have closed the bolt from outside. I'm positive he escaped through the other secret door.
Why is it suddenly so bright down there?
I found the light switch.
I to też oznacza, że młody nie słyszał jakby posągu, który do niego mówi. Młody słyszał rozmowę pomiędzy dwoma osobami, bo nie ma innego powodu, żeby kruk do niego mówił tak naprawdę. Ktoś się kłócił tu na dole, wyzywali się i wtedy młody usłyszał przekleństwo. Nie no, jasne, wybaczę, bo chodzi po prostu o to, że już ograne jest i dlatego raczej już nie będzie, o to mi chodzi. Wydaje mi się, że dwie osoby się kłóciły, bo musiały mówić na tyle głośno, żeby młody usłyszał to. A mówili głośno, ponieważ nie zgadzali się z czymś między sobą.
Various containers. Maybe they contained funerary objects. The lids depict animals and a person. That alone doesn't really help me. Various...
Zelna? Is that you?
It is I, the Raven.
Did you find an exit?
No, I'm still looking. The basement is quite large.
Okay. Don't go too far away.
Dobra, to rozumiem, że idziemy do niego na górę chyba po prostu. Bo on nam nie pomoże. Jakby z własnej woli. Zrobię jeszcze raz. Na co najmniej reagował negatywnie. I najbardziej dobrą opcją było, że nie to, że my złapiemy kruka, ale my znajdziemy podwaliny pod resztę śledztwa. Dlatego zrobimy... Nie, to jest rozkaz, bo tego na pewno to mu się nie spodoba.
Do you think this door leads to a dead end? With every minute we hesitate, the Raven's trail is getting colder.
But we should take it one step at a time. We're alone and the Raven is dangerous.
Tutaj mówi o tym, że się boi kruka. I...
Robert, time to show them when the others arrive. How do you think, Constable?
Okay, here's what we do. I'll hand you the lamp and you open the door. Then we guard the door and wait for backup.
I couldn't have put it better myself.
Right. Catch, but hurry. I don't want to think about the fact that I'm standing here in the dark surrounded by mummies.
Thank you.
That's better. That is interesting. 4 discs. An extravagant combination lock. If it was just another language with a Latin alphabet, I might be able to guess the meaning, but I'm lost when it comes to Arabic. I'll write them down. It could be a hint about how to open the door.
A, różne symbole zwierząt. Okej. A nie, myślałem, że to będzie coś związanego z tymi urnami. Chodźmy pogadać z dyrektorem. Januszowice, proszę bardzo.
What are you doing here?
I'm the Raven!
I found another exit.
The eye?
Gone. The Raven blasted a hole in the floor of the treasure chamber. There's a hidden basement beneath it.
And the other treasures?
It doesn't look good.
Oh no.
Director Mokhtar?
Isn't it about time to open the gates?
I don't believe that the police have arrived yet. We can't risk giving the Raven a means of escape.
That monster is surely long gone by now.
Perhaps not.
Perhaps
I have a
not.
lead.
Do your best. As soon as the police have surrounded the building, I'll open the gates.
Okej,
Very well, Director.
możesz mi przetłumaczyć parę rzeczy?
The basement below the treasure chamber. Did you know about it?
I had no idea.
Kłamiesz.
There are maps and drawings from the Second World War in the room.
Przecież musieliście wiedzieć, że tam jest piwnica,
They
kurwa.
have had something to do with the resistance.
La Resistance!
Egypt was occupied by the British. There was a movement for independence.
The Egyptians collaborated with the Nazis?
No, but the enemy of my enemy.
Oh.
So, the rebels reported information to the Nazis, and for that they needed secret command posts.
Yes, and what would be of more symbolic importance than the Egyptian Museum, witness to 5,000 years of Egyptian independence?
Sporo o tym wiesz, nie wiedząc o tym.
Hidden rooms? Secret basements? What are they doing here?
The museum was built in 1900 by a Frenchman who had a penchant for such things.
Mystical torchlight ceremonies celebrating the builders of old? Freemasons? Things like that?
Freemason!
Many great buildings have complicated histories.
And today we're going to write a new chapter.
Na początku mówi, że nie miał pojęcia o tym, a teraz nagle dużo o tym wie.
I found this Arabic writing. What does it mean?
It says, the sons of Horus.
And that means
Is this really the time to
Gadaj.
discuss history?
it's important.
The sons of Horus played an important part in the burial ritual. 4 sons, 4 canopic jars, vessels in which the liver, lungs, stomach, and intestines of the body were stored.
Okej.
Are the 4 connected to symbols?
A man, baboon, jackal, and falcon. Look downstairs in the main hall.
Sons of Horus, vessels and intestines. Got it.
Baboon!
It's going
Okay.
to be okay.
Where is the constable anyway?
He's guarding the treasure chamber.
He told me to call for backup if he doesn't come back in about 5 minutes, and that I shouldn't trust you.
If you count on the constable, you're backing the wrong horse.
He's Legrand's man.
Did you
Dokładnie.
ever think about the fact that he's the only one who was present at both burglaries?
Dokładnie. Dokładnie, niby nie miał pojęcia o tym, że tam są piwnice i nagle, a tak, no właśnie, bo to Francuz zbudował i w ogóle on lubił takie rzeczy. Okej.
Must be the canopic jars the director was talking about. One jar for each of the 4 sons of Horus.
Okej.
Here we have Duamutef, stomach. The sign says Amset, liver. Hapi, lungs. Quebec-Senuef, intestines. Quebec-Senuef, intestines.
Czyli co, będzie płuca, wątroba. Wątroba jest po prawej, nie? Nie, wątroba jest po lewej. Czyli będzie płuca, wątroba, żołądek i jelita. Chyba tak to będzie wyglądało właśnie.
Here we have Duamut.
Okay.
The signs.
Okay.
The sign says Amset.
Okej.
Quebec-Senu.
Sokół na samym dole.
Hapi.
Babun na samej górze, bo płuca.
Here we have.
I szakal. Okej. Dobra, babun to były płuca, tak? Tylko pytanie. Mam dać to do góry po prostu? Jelita to był ten ptasior. No, wait. Tylko co to oznacza? Happy Amset. O, ale to mi podaje... Pomyślałem, że będzie chodziło o... A skąd wiesz, Pawlo? Skąd to wiesz? Znalazłeś to? Bo ja myślałem, że chodzi właśnie o to, jak wygląda organizm ludzki. Tylko chodzi o to, że jest problem, bo jakby nie wiem, co jest wtedy uznawane, że okej, wybrałem to. Że do góry będą? Czy po prostu... Nie, dobra, to będzie chyba tak. A może i nie? Dobra, jak nie to, to nie wiem. Ale jeżeli nie wiemy dlaczego, to ja nie chcę twojej podpowiedzi, jeżeli nie wiesz dlaczego. Myślałem właśnie, że chodzi o to, jak są organy ustawione w ludzkim ciele. I teraz próbowałem na przykład ustawić, że tylko kiedy są do góry. Chyba, że mam dać na dół na przykład, bo sokół to były jelita. Babun to były płuca, dam go do góry. I tutaj albo człowiek, albo szakal. Jak nie w taki sposób, to może w taki. No. To robimy inaczej, to robimy na zewnątrz. Też nie. To teraz na zewnątrz szakal, a tutaj człowiek na zewnątrz będzie. Okej, czyli nie mam każdej wskazówki jeszcze. Skierowane do środka, myślicie? Czekajcie, to tylko się upewnię jeszcze raz, żebyśmy mieli... Ale dziwne, że on nie zapisał tego. Co było jelitami, co było płucami i tak dalej. Zapisał jedynie jak się nazywali i kim byli. To chyba nie jest najważniejszy detal z tego wszystkiego.
Here we have Duamutef, stomach.
Szakal jest żołądkiem, okej. A człowiek jest wątrobą.
Amset, liver.
Wątroba była po lewej, dobrze pamiętam, nie? Czyli człowiek po lewej, szakal po prawej.
Quebec-Senuef.
Tak.
Here we have Duamutef, stomach.
Siema, pitolcu.
The sign says...
Wątroba po lewej, czyli człowiek po lewej. Oh, wait. Może to nam jeszcze trochę wyjaśni.
Sarcophagus from the Old Kingdom. Unknown ruler. Here we go. On the front, you can see the tutelary deities Amset and Happy. At a later date, it became traditional to show all 4 sons of Horus on all 4 sides of the sarcophagus. Each son signified a cardinal direction. Happy, the north, Amset, the south, Quebec-Senuef, the west, and Duamutef, the east.
Okej. No to mamy wszystko jasne już.
There are actually 2 of the 4 sons of Horus on the front side of the sarcophagus. A man and a monkey.
No i wszystko jasne. Tego już nie muszę czytać, nie?
Each son of Happy.
Nie, okej. To wracam. Wątroba jest po prawej. Okej, to muszę pamiętać, że po prawej. Nie wiem, czemu mam wrażenie, że jakoś tak po lewej. A no. Ej, jeżeli nie wiem, po której stronie jest wątroba, to znaczy, że jeszcze mnie nigdy nie bolała. To jest dobry znak, guys. To jest kurwa dobry znak. Siemano, kaczuszko nasza. Dobra, to teraz tak. Pawian na północ. Sokół na zachód. Szakal na wschód. Człowiek na południe. Na zachód jest sokół, tak? Tak, zachód sokół, okej. To robimy tak. Tutaj już jest pawian. Człowieka próbujemy na dół. I babun na... Nie babun, tylko szakal na wschód. Nie, czyli inaczej by chcieli. Okej, okej. Człowiek ma być na południe. To do środka próbujemy ich ustawić w takim wypadku. Ok, czyli do środka.
There we go.
Teraz się czuję jak Indiana Jones, kurwa. Weźmy latarkę. Mogę? Nie mogę. Szkoda. Nie, serce jest po środku, po lewej. Co ty pierdoli, że serce jest po prawej? Serce jest środek i trochę po lewej. Tak nie to, że mega po lewej, tylko tak troszkę bardziej w lewo jest serce.
He's up there, Robert. I know that.
That may be. Go into the guard room and open the gates.
Tell the director.
Zelna, don't do it. It's too dangerous.
You can't stop me. Not anymore.
You can't stop me!
200 steps at least. And a ladder. I'm too old for this.
Co my teraz? Kurwa, na latarnię żeśmy wleźli?
Must be unbearably hot up here in the summer.
Ktoś tu spędzał dużo czasu.
At the moment.
Ktoś tu spędzał dużo czasu.
I'd better leave it off. It'd probably just stir up dust.
Myślisz?
Left over from the war, if I had to guess. And why not? So high above the city is the perfect place for a secret radio installation.
Ale reszta nie jest z czasów wojny, zgaduję. Działająca żarówka... A, ktoś tu bywał i to często. To była czyjaś baza wypadowa.
An old roof like this must be paradise for pigeons. Seems like there are dozens of them up there. I can't see them, but I can certainly hear them and smell them.
Zwracamy teraz uwagę, czy ktokolwiek będzie miał plamę sraki ptaka na sobie, czy to na bucie, czy to na ramieniu, gdziekolwiek. Jeżeli ktokolwiek będzie miał białą plamę na sobie, jest w chuj podejrzany.
The chair is the only object that's not covered with dust. It seems like someone sat on it recently. Handcuffs. Not what I expected. Was someone interrogated here? The Raven, if I'm not mistaken.
Uh-oh.
Why don't you step into the light? Mr. Inch.
Amazing. Truly amazing. I thought young Legrand would be my most dangerous opponent, but it seems I should have had more respect for age.
And the bomb on the train? Did you want to kill us all?
I knew that Legrand would be hot on my heels after the heist in London. He's a dangerous man, Mr. Zellner. He almost caught me once.
Is that a reason to resort to murder?
It wasn't my only reason. An eye for an eye, Constable Zellner.
Ale co z baronową?
What about the murder of the Baroness? Was that also your doing?
The death of the Baroness was never part of the plan. Dr. Gebhardt had a score to settle with
Tak
her.
myślałem.
Got in my way.
You didn't care about the key to the safe?
I never wanted to steal the eye out of the safe. I always intended to strike here, in the museum.
What about Gebhardt's confession?
A nice idea, don't you think? It keeps the inspector out of my hair. For a few more hours, at least. Until everything collapses like a house of cards.
Why did you want to steal the second eye here?
The eye was in the bank in Zurich for a long time. Impossible to get at. Then the safe on the ship in Legrand's cabin. Too complicated. I heard about the secret basement and found out how the security system worked. I would have preferred to save my performance for the gala this evening, but, well, events demanded a change of schedule. Not least because of you, my nosy friend.
How did you do it? How did you plant the message on the safe in the train? How did you know that Gebhardt killed the Baroness and the demolition charge below the treasure chamber? How did you manage it all? Even if your arm isn't lame.
Oh, it is, believe me. I needed help, it's true. A messenger boy to replace my arms and legs.
A messenger boy?
Ah, Adil. This could be interesting.
Rufus!
He's quite talented, but unreliable. He has a mind of his own plans. Don't you, Adil?
I never wanted blood to be shed, but it's time to make an exception.
Jak zwykle.
He only forgot one thing. I keep things firmly in hand. Always. End of story.
I told you not to get off. What if the train had gone without you?
So, you're taking a job as a ship's doctor.
I am excited but nervous too. I'm not exactly a champion swimmer.
If you wind up in the water on board a ship, something's gone terribly wrong.
Nadil.
What was all that in the museum?
That didn't quite go according to plan, did it? And I hate it when things don't go according to plan.
You nearly killed them!
You let them catch you!
It wasn't my fault! Scotland Yard was there!
If I thought it was your fault, you'd already be bobbing in the River Thames with a bullet in your head. Someone tipped them off. I don't know who, but I'm going to find out. Where is the jewel? Ah, marvelous. But it's just half the set, and stealing the second eye will be more difficult than I'd anticipated.
O! Ja gram jako teraz Nadil. That's cute.
Why are we meeting here and not in Venice like we planned?
London drew more attention than planned. They put Legrand on the case.
Nicholas Legrand?
He's searching the train.
Shouldn't we postpone the plan under these circumstances?
On the contrary, I gave him an anonymous tip.
A tip?
I told him that the train will be robbed.
You don't seriously suggest that we steal the jewel right under Legrand's nose?
Of course, because I'm an idiot. Our best bet is still Cairo. Everything is prepared. Mr. X will provide us with everything we need. As planned, I'll go to Venice together with the Baroness and board the ship there. You do the same, but as surreptitiously as possible.
All right.
And under no circumstances can anyone be permitted to discover our relationship. Understood?
And the rest of the plan is as before?
We just have to get on board the ship.
Okej, czekajcie, idę powiedzieć Olze dobranoc, zaraz wracam. Okej. I znowu gramy Rufusem, guys. Znowu gramy Rufusem. Cudowne.
Then I'll get in the car and we'll meet in Venice.
No, Legrand necessitates a change of plan. You'll go by train as well, and place this envelope on the safe as soon as the train halts in the tunnel. I'll cause a blackout so that you can sneak past the guard. You won't believe who's guarding the safe. That blasted Bobby from London. If you have any trouble, cave his skull in.
And Legrand?
You take care of the letter. I'll take care of everything else. The most important thing is that no one recognizes you on the train.
And that I don't get caught. What's the purpose of the letter?
That's not your concern.
I'd just like to know whether I'm risking my life for some game of yours, or whether it's worth it.
Any one of my games would be worth your life. You just do what I tell you. Stick the letter on the door of the safe or leave it on top of it, I don't care. But the letter has to be there as soon as Legrand shows up after the blackout to make sure everything is in order. Understood?
Yes.
What?
Yes, understood. Hasn't the Baroness grown suspicious?
She's wrapped up in a veil of alcohol, arrogance, and disinterest.
True.
Only flattery, gossip, and Belgian chocolate can penetrate it.
Ideal conditions.
I'll be glad to be rid of that old hag. She's my ticket to the most important museums in Europe. But these have been the longest 6 months of my life.
How are the injured guards doing?
How the devil should I know?
You didn't need to do that.
What? Save your bacon?
I'd have made it out on my own.
Oh yes, the poor security guard. It really wasn't necessary. I'm such a naughty boy.
Naughty boy.
I just don't want anyone to get hurt.
Oh please, please, don't be angry with me. I won't do it again.
I don't know. We have the first eye, and we only just escaped.
Tell me you're not suggesting that we should be satisfied with that? One eye alone is nothing more than an expensive bauble, but both eyes together are a legend. My greatest triumph.
Shouldn't I put the eye somewhere for safekeeping? Just in case Legrand searches our things.
I'll hide the jewel in the Baroness's luggage. I already know where. Legrand won't dare search her belongings, and even then, he'll never be able to open the secret compartment.
Okay, so we'll see each other in Venice.
And not sooner. Here, take your travel documents. We may not have an opportunity to meet in Venice.
Okay, fine.
Teraz będę grał jako Adil?
That's the first change of plans so far. Whatever. Looks like I'll be going to
Ej, to by było
Venice by
fajne,
train.
gdybym teraz zobaczył te wydarzenia z jego perspektywy. Oh my god! That's cool! I like it! Okay. Oh wow.
The crate must have had bananas or something in it. It's empty now. It's built out of thin wooden boards. Probably didn't have to bear much weight.
Znowu gramy Rufusem. Tak, to jest ta sama gra, tylko teraz z perspektywy pomocnika Kruka. Gramy Rufusem.
There probably isn't a single newspaper between Moscow and Madrid that's not reporting on the burglary. I'm famous. Unfortunately, not for the sort of elegantly executed theft I'd like to be known for.
No jak zwykle twoje plany, Rówku, no.
Burglary in British Museum, 1 casualty, £5,000 damage, culprit unknown. Return of the Raven? I'd have escaped anyway, but Inch just couldn't resist playing with dynamite. I hope the security guard recovers soon. Some of the passengers got off the train to stretch their legs, but this man started his journey right here in Zurich. He waited a good 10 minutes for the train and began to get impatient. Judging by the bag, he's a doctor. He radiates self-confidence, almost arrogance. Clothes maketh the man. Put a uniform on a short, old, rather chubby little man, and they'll show him all due respect, even if he's only a constable. The uniform alone gives him power, and that counts for a lot in this part of the world. I'd better not interrupt their conversation. As long as they're talking to each other, they're distracted and paying less attention to their surroundings. A leather bag like the ones used by country doctors for carrying their equipment. If I swipe the bag, it'd cause confusion while people look for it, and I might be able to sneak onto the train. The only problem is, I can't take the bag with me. The conductor from the train. He's keeping a watchful eye on his passengers and their luggage. The train's been held up, and he seems to want to prevent further delays. He'd see me if I tried to board the train. This is the saloon car, fully furnished with a bar and all the niceties. The ladies and gentlemen would have a fit if I just waltzed in there wearing these clothes. If I try to just get on the train, the conductor would probably stop me and might even turn me over to the police. I can't risk that. Even if I was able to distract the conductor and slip onto the train, I'd stick out like a sore thumb with these shabby clothes. I have to find something more suitable. They won't let me ride along in the freight car, not even if I ask nicely.
Okay.
Not a chance. The doctor could easily spot me taking his bag. He'd sound the alarm, and our Swiss friend would have... And then we'd have a real problem. One of the passengers would have to ask him for something. It would be best if I could get my hands on his clothes somehow. The conductor's uniform would be the ideal disguise. Inch loves the spotlight and has a flair for the dramatic. Why else would he call himself the Raven? I don't like having to risk my own neck as part of his drama. What's the point of leaving messages for his opponent? A ticket for a trip on the MS Lydia from Venice to Cairo, some banknotes, and a passport. Blank. No personal info, no picture. Inch has brilliant contacts in the underworld. He knows the best counterfeiters, technicians, pickpockets, and con men. He remains anonymous, though. Most of them don't even know they're working for him. Mr. X, his contact in Cairo, probably doesn't have a clue who he is.
Kim jest pan X?
My travel documents. I shouldn't have any trouble getting to Cairo now. I could probably pry the bottom boards off without too much effort. They're thin, and the nails are short. Perfect. It looks like a normal crate. It's now or never.
Hey, you! Scram!
Yes, sir.
Okej.
Let the games begin.
Let the game
Excuse
begin.
me, gentlemen.
Can't you see that I am talking to the constable?
The train is leaving in a few minutes, sir. I have to ask you to board it now.
We should get on. Perhaps we'll be able to continue our conversation during the trip.
I won't stand in the way. Oh, where's my bag?
You left it right there.
I know that. I want to know where it is now.
I don't know. I'll look for it right away. If you gentlemen would get on the train in the meantime...
I will hold you and your employers liable for this.
I'm sure he'll find the bag. Come on, Dr. Gebhardt. I will help you with your luggage.
Fine.
Łahypa! O, Ururku, nie kojarzę tego filmu niestety. Na pewno nie ty, Xomer. Ty jesteś człowiek karta dźwiękowa. Stay hydrated. Teraz chciałem sejbunio. Wszystko okej.
The conductor doesn't really seem to know where to search for the lost bag. Finding a particular piece of luggage at a railway station is like finding a needle in a haystack.
O kurwa, nawet tego samego słowa użyli. Dajmy mu cynk.
You seem to be searching for something.
Tam, w tej ciemnej alejce.
There's no money to be earned here.
That's not what I mean. I just thought, if you're looking for a brown bag...
Why? Did you steal one?
If that were true, I wouldn't be offering to help you. I saw a little blonde boy take the bag. He ran off with it, over there.
Really? Thanks.
Isn't that the bag?
Where?
Tam dalej, schyl się, tam gdzie jest trochę ciemniej, tam jeszcze bardziej dalej kawałeczek. Gazetami go zabiłem.
Nothing personal.
Nie grałem w trójkę nawet. Wyglądała tak średnio, że nawet nie grałem. Trzecia Syberia.
No! Oh, man!
You'll get in touch if you notice anything unusual, won't you, Professor?
Of course.
Nice!
What's the matter, sir?
O kurwa, dude!
Let me have a look. The compartment is locked.
Damn, I can't let the professor see me. I shadowed him for days in London. He might recognize me.
Calm down, Professor. I'll see what I can do.
You don't understand. I have to get back in my compartment.
All right.
On nie jest czarny. To jest Egipcjanin.
Professor Lucien seems to travel light. The Baroness's luggage takes up half a freight car. I don't think that the suitcase or the bag contain anything that could help me out. I better leave as little evidence as possible. The sink. No, that won't help me now. My God, I barely look like myself. Professor Lucien hasn't slept a single night in the cabin yet. The towel is unused. If I twisted it, then I'd have a sort of rope. It was the only window that was open in the station, so it was a good way to get onto the train. And now, it might be my only way out. The window to the right should be the Baroness's cabin, and the one on the left is the saloon car. The roof could be my escape route.
Holy shit! Jaki kozak!
This is the saloon car, the coal car, and an old-fashioned steam engine.
Jaki spokojny jest w tej sytuacji, kurwa mać!
If I stand up, my head is level with the roof, but the roof is too slanted and smooth to climb.
Okej, czekajcie, aż jestem ciekaw zaraz, bo... Wait, to jest kilka kurwa możliwości różnych.
That's the Baroness's cabin. Inch is probably with her. I wouldn't mind jumping through the window and giving them both the surprise of a lifetime, but then the Baroness would freak out. And Inch would be forced to report the event to the police. There must be someone in the saloon car. They'd see me if I climbed along the side of the train. Those are air ducts or something, but I can't reach them with my hands. Whew. There's nothing quite like traveling on a train.
O proszę, Xonar. Gratulacje.
Looks like a toolbox. Ugh. It's secured with a heavy padlock. I should be able to move about freely in the train, as long as I keep away from Professor Lucien. The other guests don't know me, and conductors change several times during the journey. A new face shouldn't seem suspicious to anyone.
Young man?
Yes, sir?
Tell me, when did they switch to self-service on the Orient Express? Should they not have informed the passengers about that in advance?
Forgive me, sir. I was...
And what about my bag? Did your colleague find it?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know.
I expected as much. There will be consequences. And now, bring me my coffee.
Of course, sir. Asshole. Huh. A dish with old people's candy. Butterscotch, I think.
A też sobie wezmę. Old people candy. Jak to brzmi?
Beer, wine, champagne, gin, brandy, and whiskey. The richest snobs take the same medicine as the poorest slobs. Locked. Let's see. It fits! Huh. A lot of odds and ends. A hairnet, batteries, a half-pack of cigarettes, an unused toothbrush. The bartender probably has to serve as a jack-of-all-trades, like a concierge in a hotel. So, is there anything useful? Here we go. A small shaving mirror.
Okay.
A small portable radio. The reception is surprisingly good here in the mountains.
Yo, Slipełku. Już ma jakiś plan.
I won't be able to use the radio, but the antenna, on the other hand, a thin, short metal rod that can be extended. Something like that might come in handy.
Naprawdę, kurwa, jak Rufus. Ma jakiś, kurwa, genialny plan już. Jest coś jeszcze?
There's still some coffee left.
Good.
Even pigs get to drink from the finest porcelain.
Uff.
If I mess with the doctor, I might blow my cover. So I'll have to grin and bear it and serve our esteemed passenger his coffee.
No tak, do roboty, kurwa.
If I mess with... So I'll...
No to podaj mu. Ale tu wiesz, tu już kawa jest. O, chyba zjebali. No, teraz dopiero kawa zniknęła. O mój Boże, została tam grafika kawy. Okej, never mind.
A cup of coffee for the gentleman.
Do you know what the problem with people like you is?
You mean our lack of a sense of duty, or our skin color, or a lack of respect for our elders? We have so many flaws.
Oh.
He didn't even want to hear why it took so long to get his coffee. He just wanted to tear into someone. Just wanted to assert his will. It's a sad life if you have to pump yourself up by deflating others.
True, true. Ale tu chyba nie chcemy iść. Okej.
The younger woman seems to be some kind of carer or companion for the older lady. I wouldn't like to be with her all day long. She radiates a certain restlessness and unease. I know people like that always have to be doing something. They feel useless if they don't have anything to do. I feel sorry for them. The old lady didn't get on in Zurich, and she doesn't look like someone from Nancy or Basel. I'm guessing she boarded in Paris. She seems familiar somehow. The elderly woman's carer can't keep her hands still, so she's knitting. I've seen her someplace before. Maybe she used to be an actress, and I recognize her from
Pani autorka.
photos. She has the confidence of someone who doesn't have to prove herself anymore. She's rich, that's for sure, but it's not just that. I'd better not talk to her. Her eyes are intelligent and observant. Something tells me I'd only make life difficult for myself if I try to pull the wool over her eyes.
True. La 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 di. Wszystko w porządku, tak? Ładnie.
Can I bring you ladies anything? Is everything satisfactory?
Everything is wonderful, young man.
Very good.
Cieszę się.
Got it.
Wykałaczki im podaj. Okej. I chyba nie chcemy tam przejść. Dokładnie.
I'd better wait until the coast is clear.
Jak to Joker nigdy nie umiera? Ten Joker kilka razy umarł już. Nie no, chyba raz tylko umarł, jak się potem pojawił gościu noszący jego twarz.
I'm not bad at picking locks, but I don't have my equipment with me, and everything's rocking and moving in here. Given these conditions, it'd take a while to pick the lock. That makes it too risky. The safe that I need to put the envelope on is in the freight car, but I can't just walk in like a delivery man.
To na pewno raz umarł tak na 100%. To było gdzie właśnie... Znaczy w komiksach każdy umiera kilkukrotnie, nie oszukujmy się. W komiksach tak jest, że jak umrzesz, to wcale nie umierasz. Bo i tak cię wrócą. Albo będzie inny świat, albo inna ziemia. Ziemia, kurwa, numer 602. I tak dalej, i tak dalej. W Batmetalu. No, Batmetal to jest kurwa kozacka rzecz, prawda? Ale nie, jeżeli chodzi o komiksy, to teraz jest fajny ten właśnie. To Batman. Jak to miało? Co były różne Batmany z różnych uniwersum. Tylko że one były złe. Każdy z nich był złym Batmanem. Coś takiego, już nie pamiętam jak to było. Dark Metal, o, to miałem.
The ventilation shaft supplies the freight car with fresh air. It also seems big enough to climb through. I'd say I found my way in.
Ale jeszcze nie teraz chyba, nie?
The cover has 2 hinges on the back. It's possible to open it, but the 2 screws on the front hold it closed.
No to nożem śruby. No przecież no nożem śruby, nie?
Can't see anything but the rear of the car through the slots. But that won't do. What I really need is a view of the front. In theory, I could use the mirror to get a look at the front of the car, but my arm is too thick to fit through the grate. It would be useful, but how can I attach the mirror? Huh, if I have to. That should do it.
That should do it.
It sticks. Okay, the candy is so sticky that it'll hold the mirror without any trouble. As I expected, it sticks. There's the card. The safe is directly beneath the ventilation shaft. I could shimmy down the shaft and hit him on the head from behind. Uh-oh.
Are you okay, Robert?
Nothing to report, sir.
At ease.
Any suspicious passengers come aboard in Zurich, sir?
Not really. It could be anyone and no one. But we've received support from the Swiss police. A certain Constable Zellner.
Oh?
Very motivated. Might get on our nerves.
That limits my options. I can't overpower 2 people. I don't think I'll be able to slip into the carriage unseen after all. Oh, there has to be a way. I have to keep Inch happy. How do I get you onto the safe? Or on top of it? The safe is directly beneath the ventilation shaft. And Inch said something about a blackout and a tunnel. I could use the moments of confusion and darkness to toss the letter onto the safe. Might work, as long as I manage to open the ventilation shaft and choose the right moment. The cover has 2 hinges on the back. It's possible to open it, but the 2 screws on the front hold it closed.
No to odkręć śruby. Czy może... Nie. No, Wiciu, taki jest plan. To jest jedyna rzecz, którą będę chciał zmienić.
You'll get it back in Venice. Frightening me like that. I could have fallen under the
Czekam, aż
wheels.
karty wrócą do normalnych cen.
Ghosts don't exist.
They do too. One just flew past my window.
Be off with you.
Oh, man.
Ale na to się fajnie patrzy.
I can use these.
Phew, that was close. He left the lock open. How convenient. Let's see. A wrench, you don't say. This is too easy.
Too easy.
I could unscrew the screws, but I should only open the cover inside the tunnel.
Okay, no problem.
What was that?
Sir! Must have fallen out.
Put that on the floor.
Yes, sir.
That was close. If the second screw makes that much noise, it's over for me. No way. If the second nut also hits the floor, Legrand will know that I'm up here. My only option will be to jump from the train. Legrand has retired to a dark corner, and the body is hiding behind some boxes. Legrand obviously set a trap for the Raven. Unfortunately, the Raven knows. Is that what this is about? Does Itch just want to mock Legrand? The cover has two, but the two screws... No way. If this is my only...
Okay, okay.
Legrand is in the car. The ventilation shaft is a more realistic option. But to be honest, I only give myself a 50-50 chance of pulling this off. Anyway, time to get to work. Okay, showtime.
O! Gdzieś sobie poszedł.
No, I don't need...
Możliwe, że już otworzyli drzwi
They
i
should
teraz...
have been able to open the door with pliers. I think the coast is clear.
Dokładnie.
I assume Itch is also in the compartment. He'll probably find some excuse to sneak out to trigger the blackout and engage the emergency brakes. No idea how he expects to pull that off. He usually leaves me in the dark about such things. Even after months of partnership, he still doesn't trust me completely. Obviously, they managed to open the door. I wonder who or what the archaeologist thinks locked it. Did he connect it to the burglary in London? Probably not. The violinist was already on the train in Zurich. Handsome devil. I'm glad my girlfriend isn't here. She loves to make me
go!
And once I'm raging mad, she leans forward and whispers one of those phrases that only she can say.
Co masz na myśli? Jaką frazę? Nie wiem. Zdradzą cię z Murzynę. Coś takiego? No bo nie wiem jaką frazę.
He seems to be worried about something. So much the better for me. If he's absorbed in his own problems, he won't be paying attention to anyone else, and won't be able to offer good testimony to the police. Huh. Is this a Stradivarius, or something like that? If it is, maybe I should take it with me during the blackout. With any luck, I'm gonna be a happy family man soon, and I'll need a few francs, lira, or marks.
Or groszy. Nie, sorry, zloty. O Jezu, jak głośno ten bas u was daje pociągowy. Teraz zauważyłem.
Some maps, info for travelers, some pictures, and the schedule, all neatly hung up with magnets. Won't work. There's a lock at the bottom of the window. Maybe.
Nie zauważyłem po prostu.
The big map shows the different routes the Orient Express took in the course of its long history. It's larger than the other notices, and thus hung up with larger magnets. I'll take one with me.
A, magnes. No i wszystko załatwione. Tak, będzie Frostpunk, ale pewnie Frostpunka zrobię około godzinę jedną pewnie. Czekajcie, tylko bym zrobił... O. No, chociaż odrobinę ciszej, żeby było, guys.
Some of the photos are rather nice. Professional work.
Dobranoc, Benku. Trzymaj się. Słodkich snów, maleńki. Okej. Ciapongowy rabunek. Ale ciekawe, gdzie Gebhardt był w tym czasie? W kiblu? Czy szykował zemstę na Baronowej? Na majóweczkę jadę z kobietą nad morze, w moje rodzinne strony. Tam spędzimy majóweczkę. Akurat Olga załatwiła sobie tak, że wzięła 3 dni wolnego i dzięki temu ma tydzień praktycznie wolny. Także przyda jej się na pewno.
I'll tie the magnet to the string. Done.
Dum 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 dum.
All right, we should.
What? The light's gone out. Flashlights.
Ah, get off me.
Cyk.
There, sir. An envelope.
Nie z ustki, nie z ustki.
My dear Nico, You should take a closer look at the box.
What the dickens? It's a...
Away with it! Take cover!
Ej, ale być może on chciał mnie już tutaj zabić też. Znaczy mam na myśli pomocnika swojego. Ha! Nie lubię mówić skąd jestem, szczerze mówiąc.
What's the meaning of this? What do you want here?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
I didn't ask how you were. I asked why you spoke to me in public.
What was the point of the bomb?
Isn't that obvious? I wanted to dispose of Legrand as spectacularly as possible.
You almost disposed of me as well.
Did I not tell you to deliver the letter and leave immediately?
People could have died.
But of course, that was the point of the bomb.
I don't want to hurt anyone. You know that.
And you know that I don't care what you want. Obey my orders and nothing will happen to you, and you'll soon be a rich man.
If I was a rich man... Nie, jestem z Pomorza i tego się w ogóle nie wstydzę. Po prostu... Dziwi mnie ten... jakby... Takie mega zainteresowanie ludzi skąd jestem.
I won't blindly obey orders anymore. I want to know what the plan is.
You know as much as you need to know. We will steal the second eye in Cairo, before the eyes of the world. The theft of the first eye got everyone's attention. Legrand's death would have increased the excitement immeasurably. But this will do just as well. We'll have a showdown instead. The Raven versus the Inspector. That should also electrify the press.
Why are you doing this? I thought it was about the jewels. Why are we making life difficult for ourselves and attracting so much attention?
It's about more than that. It's about performing on the greatest stage of all. About the end of a legend. You'll see when it's time for you to see. Until then, just do as I say.
Być może on nie był nawet oryginalnym krukiem. Ale nie no, poznaję jego pismo, Niko.
And what if I just leave? You knew who you were dealing with the whole time.
I don't have time for your hypocrisy. You always knew who you were dealing with. If, for your peace of mind, you have to pretend to be innocent in this situation, so be it. But we both know that you begged me to let you in on the heist, and in this business one must get one's hands dirty.
But James?
James!
Where on earth are you?
During the trip, we'll keep a low profile and steer clear of Legrand.
I lost the ticket and the fake passport.
I swear, if my arm was still good enough to climb, I'd have disposed of you long ago. Ah, well. I'd prefer that no one see you while you're on board. Smuggle yourself on board and stay under cover until Cairo.
Okay.
And no more games. Nothing that Legrand, the police, or anyone else could do to you compares to what I will do to you if you don't follow my plan.
Idę się odleć.
James, there you are. Is the inspector to carry my luggage onto the ship all by himself?
Nie, nie to samo miasto.
He thinks he knows me. He thinks I'm stupid and weak. I have him right where I want him. Here's a young thief who'll show an old-timer how it's done.
A, no niestety nie, Rufus.
Even if it means a bit of solitary confinement.
Niestety nie, Rufus. Okay. I ja lecę się odlać. ZW. Może mi się uda reklamę odpalić znowu, zobaczymy. Trzeba testować, bo nie jestem pewien, jak to do końca działa. Dobra, zaraz wracam.